Sure. Sound good. Alrighty. Welcome to Wilshanka, the map I despise because of the bug. Today we have Zaney playing as the Soviets. Thank you, Soviet Commander. Anyway, we have Soviets as Zaney, or Zaney as Soviets, and Rycat playing as the Wehrmacht. So I'll just turn down the audio a little bit because it was a bit loud on my end. Alright, so we have Zaney barbed wiring off the green cover. You wanted barbed wire off this truck because it's a bitch. There's your life advice from Nathan. Typical builds from both players, MG and Grenadier for the Wehrmacht and double conscript for ZaneyZap. ZaneyZap has already locked in the Armored Assault Doctrine. This gives you the IS-2 and the T-35 with the Sturmovik. It's a really good doctrine. A really good doctrine. You just don't see some of these doctrines because everyone wants to pick guards motor coordination. But yeah, crew repairs is always nice to have. And then we have Rycat playing Lightning War, who gives you the G43s and the Grenadiers and the Stuka cast, which is a very strong loiter. And we have the Tiger tank. Also, tactical movement is a sprint, right, while you're out of combat. You're bugging huge red cover. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the red road. It covers literally the entire map. It basically forces you to be careful, because if you push over this red cover and retreat, you could lose squads. As well as if you're trying to push over the combat when someone's fighting, it's just not. I don't like it. I don't hate red cover. It's just you have to place it in specific areas, otherwise it can disrupt the entire flow of the battle. It's like this, yeah. It's not the worst ever map. I will not go that far. I just don't like it, mostly for the bug. Anyway, so what do we have over here? We have a short engagement with the Pioneers just backing up. Don't want to fight those conscripts over long range. ZaneyZap utilising the house here to get towards the fuel. But with this Grenadier and the Pioneer, I don't think they're going to cap it. That being said, we do have a flank on the MG14. No, is it going to open fire? One guy's Oleg. No, mind, they do not end up firing. So we're going to see the decap on the fuel, it looks like, unless these Grenadiers end up pushing on it. But it's not really worth it. They're going to lose a lot of models if they push onto that. MG42 is going to rotate, but not before the fuel is decapped. Well, 4 conscripts is a choice for ZaneyZap. And they're going to decap, or rather recapture the fuel. The MG42 is going to rotate, second Grenadier going to support the first Grenadier on the fuel to force these conscripts back. These guys are going to want to run it back as soon as possible. They're going to take a lot of damage on the retreat. Oh, I guess they didn't actually chase. MG42 suppresses the other conscripts, while the second or third conscript goes to the flank onto the MG42. The MG42 at half health already can be dropping some models right now, even against Vet 0 conscripts. I think you actually get one of the models. Vet 0 conscripts aren't really accurate. So we do have heals for Zaney, and we do have a second MG42 for Rycat. He does have battle phase as well, battle phase 1. I'm surprised he isn't going for a tier 2 already. He could be getting that 222 out right now instead of the MG42. He is going to build the tier up. See, the thing is, now he's going for the second MG, he's delaying his tier up. And he could be going for the 222 as soon as possible. He goes for a bunker instead, which is a fine position. I just think he should be going for tier 2, not an MG42 and the bunker at the same time. He doesn't really need heals. Like, these guys are a little low, but as soon as they get Vet 1, they can use a little bit of munitions to get healed up. I guess the MG42 is low, but again, you could also heal it up with a Grenadier that gets Vet 1. This is a line of sight blocker, right? So this MG isn't in the greatest position, literally, because all this is just not being used. So you can easily get flanked, especially if you have nobody up above you, which you do not.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Fuel was decapped once again for ZaneyZap. And these MGs are now also pretty much covering the same location. And now they're being outflanked. Imagine if the MG42 was on the flank of that MG. Or maybe if you had a Grenadier, like they do have them now, but a bit late because that MG42 has been forced off. Still no tier 2. Got the kills, which is okay. I don't think he needed them desperately, but, you know. So ZaneyZap going for tier up. Yep, getting that tier 3 up. Curious to see if you go for the M16 or the T70. T70 probably looking like it based on the timing, because you can get that that M16 out a lot sooner than the T70. But at the same time, there's no real bad time getting the M16. I mean, it's uber cheap. You counter any loiters that are there with the AA, and it just isn't a bad time to get the M16. Finally getting those MG42 upgrades onto those Grenadiers. These conscripts aren't really behind cover. These 3 models aren't, at least. Maybe 2 rather. What in Himmel?
Mortar team has arrived.
Is that the that's just an 82, because of course he hasn't gone guards motor. I'm so used to seeing guards motor as the Soviets that I'm just like instinctively like, is that a 120 mortar? No, it's not. Big blob of conscripts and engineers moving on out of the base. Forcing those conscripts back, or Grenadiers rather. MG42 is set up a little bit better, but the thing is, it's like there's definitely a blind spot you can get over here. Like in here and here, like it's a bit forward on its own. I guess you do have the Grenadier finally up the north to cover it off. That flamethrower is going to do some damage to that Pioneer, not before it gets the contest on the fuel. MG42 is going to rotate. Yeah, I don't really see the benefit of, like, oh my, these Pioneers are dead. Conscripts rotate, shoot. No. He's not even skipping the 2-2-2. This is just such a mistake from Rycat, honestly. Why go for the 2-2 at 8 minutes? That's 3 minutes of basically wasted experience. Because now the T-70's on the field. It's going to get a lot more harassed. And a pack can come up, or not pack, but you know what I mean. A Zis gun can come out soon. You want to get the 2-2-2 out around 5-ish minutes, because it has about 2-3 minutes before anything can actually properly counter it. You do have the pack up here, taking a shot onto the T-72 shots there. Saying he's holding fire so it doesn't get spotted, but now the pack's in the build. Or rather, there's this gun. Do we have snares on these guys? No, we don't. Nice mortar barrage on to that Pioneer. That Cabiner could go down. That could go down. No. Oh, it does. It does actually go down. Big mistake from Rycat, allowing that Pioneer to just sit there. There was no need for it to be there. Literally no need. It was never going to do much damage from there to the green cover. It was just there to die. T-70's out of action right now, still getting repaired. The disc can now set up to take one shot. One shot connects, 2 shot connects, maybe. The house is blocking it though. But it does get protected by the house. So the Pioneer is being replaced right now. Wants to get that repairs ready for the 2-2-2. Take a look at the kills currently. 19 to 24. Not the worst for Rycat, but at the same time not the best. You kind of want to get those kills more. like further up when you're against the conscripts. But there's only, I mean, there's 2 MG42s now, but there was only one MG42 for quite some time. No 4th Grenadier in the build. Just curious to what he's going to go next. And hasn't made use of any G43s yet, interestingly enough. I'm curious if he will use any of them. Pretty big mistake from ZaneyZap just letting these guys take model drop for no reason. T-Sentinel on the field, hold fire. Has been turned off, finally. Pack is going to take a shot, misses. Just go forward. Just go forward. You know you got a conscript up north, right? You know there's nothing around here. Just push forward. Kill that pack. You got reinforcements on the back. On the rear. Killing this MG42 and even that pack would be massive. Imagine if the T-Sentinel said that MG42 would have gone down. That pack probably would have gone down as well. Does he have snares? He does have snares. This is going to get snared. Engineer died, it looks like, from ZaneyZap. He may have been afraid of a teller. I mean, I promise you that this guy would not have placed a teller. You literally have been seeing it. Like, if you were playing against this guy with his pioneers, he's been constantly using them. They haven't ever been out of line of sight. Granted, again, hindsight. You have to remember hindsight. But it was totally worth it in my eyes to just move forward. Now, if I was Rycat and seen that he only had 1 engineer at the time and without a flamethrower, yeah, I would have certainly placed a telemine, but he's been using his pioneers very aggressively. As well as that, Zaney's also owned the north pretty much pretty consistently. I think it was purely worth to try and take out the MG and the pack. I would have in the game. Now, granted, better safe than sorry. But he does have a sweep now, so at least something came out from that MG. Oh, sorry, that engineer dying.
Yeah, good for us. These morons don't know how to shoot.
Finally getting the 4th Grenadier out. Bit late. Again, replacing that Pioneer or needing to replace that Pioneer for no reason has cost him some valuable time to gain the experience on those Grenadiers. Do we have a tier up on... yeah, we do have Battle Phase 2 and Battle Phase 3 is being built. See, this is a mistake then. At this point, if you know you're getting tier 3 up, don't get the Grenadier. Because now you delayed your tank. Like, you're not getting this tank out right now. I'd rather delay a Grenadier even more than delay my tank for no reason. Zaney hasn't even got tier 4 up right now, apparently. These replays as ZaneyZap. He wants to get these guys up, but he's going to try and catch the cap first. Mortar team goes down. These engineers or grenadiers rather. I don't know. My English sucks. These grenadiers are going to be terminators. ZaneyZap probably wants to get a second AT gun, like, based on his fuel. Based on his fuel, even when he gets the tier up, which, unless my screen hasn't changed. Yeah, he doesn't have a tier 4 up, then he's going to want to get a second AT gun.
Your predecessor died a hero. We have it.
That being said, maybe he can hold 180 guns and snares. This map isn't the best for pathfinding off of vehicles, I'm going to be honest. It's very clustered. I mean, I guess this is fairly open, but around these areas, it can be a pain in the ass. Because he doesn't have the fuel. He has to fill the tier up, then get the tank out, which is still 30 off. And even then, he probably wants to get a T-3485, which that's even more fuel off. I'd get a second AT gun and then just hold off to the T-3485 instead of getting a normal T-34. Yeah, for tier 4, yeah. I'm very curious to what Zaney will do. Will he opt into just getting the T-34 76, or will he wait? Panzer takes out the truck on the mid VP. Fuel going to be capped by the Grenadier. The Panzer IV is going to support them. Pack is nearby those. T-70 could flip on the recon if they really wanted to get vision. But just going to interact with the, what's it called, the Grenadiers. Pack hasn't rotated yet, but is going to rotate now.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Panzer IV is going in. Pack's going to take a shot. One connects. He does opt in to go for the normal T-3476. It's not the worst idea, but I still think a pack would do the exact same job as the T-34. I really don't think, when you've got T-35s, I don't think it's worth going in for the T-3476. T-3476 aren't bad, but when you can opt into just getting a normal assist gun just to counter that Panzer, and you have the T-70 for anti-infantry, I think you're perfectly okay. Lots of losses there though for Zaney, not what you want right now.
T-34 ready for combat.
Not great engagement for ZaneyZap. This is why you probably want to get a second Zisgun. When you only got one Zisgun, you can pretty much go anywhere your first Zisgun is not. Now he does have the tank, but we'll see how effective this is. If I was Rycat, just keep your pack nearby the Panzer, and you're fine. You know that when you know pretty much where if the Panzer's active, and you know there's a T-34, the T-34 is going to try its best to counter the Panzer.
Our points have fallen to 300.
Now we've got a second pack for Rycat. Now I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't. When you see that the opponent has a T-34 only, go for either a second Panzer, or be cheeky and go an Osman or something. Pretty much the safest bet is the Panzer IV though. I don't know why he didn't just lock in the Panzer earlier. I mean, he has the fuel for both actually. Not fuel, but manpower for both. Is he going for a Tiger perhaps? He's probably going for the Tiger, right? I mean, he's at 9 CP out of 11. Wait, if that was the case, why spend it on the back of the pack? Snare's going to go on to the T-70. Rifle grenade goes off into the mortar. Oh my god, the mortar! Completely obliterates two squad. One of the squads just about gets out, but one squad just got obliterated. He goes for the Panzer IV, which is so odd this late in. You might as well just save up the Tiger, I'm going to be honest. If you got two packs and one Panzer, you save up the Tiger. We got the Shumavik attack on the MG. Loiter. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, the Shumavik attack crumping on these Grenadiers and the Pioneer. Very nice push from ZaneyZap. But this Panzer could be doing stuff right now. Why is it not? He does realise that if you swung around the south side, he would be out of the plane. Like, I don't know why he AFK'd this. He let AFK'd inside the attack planes as well. Like, where was even the Ziskin in this engagement? I don't even know. North? Yeah, I think it was perfectly fine to engage that T-34. And if that T-34 went for the dive on the low health Panzer, he had the double pack that was rotating. Don't do this. This is red cover.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
This is the most moronic choice I've seen in a while. Don't do this. You just lost 300 manpower, 400 manpower. Well, yeah, 300 manpower. For literally nothing. You are saying that you need to bleed the officer manpower. Well, not no further. $210. There we go. Quick math. Yeah, I didn't calculate. I just pulled a number out my ass.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Quick maths, there we go. See, I don't do maths on stream. Why? Because it's just a rule of being a streamer. You never do maths on stream, okay? It's like, what's 2 plus 10? Oh, engineer just got dicked on by the Panzer. Quick now. That was a good kill, Hans. Yeah, they just sniped the engineer. Quick names. Hey, so amazing, dude. This mortar, though, it hasn't got any kills on this because the models keep dying, but this mortar adds in very good. We have a rifle grenade on the north side. This conscript, it'll probably be fine. Going for another T-34-76. That is true, he is. Oh, sorry about that. He's going for it. I'm curious to why he's going for the T-34-76. Is he going for it for the extra anti-infantry? The T-34-76 generally is, I think, quite better than the T-34-85 against infantry. Maybe pop? No, he's on 61. Like, I'm curious. Like, the only thing I can think of is he planning on save for like an IS-2 later on. Yeah, I think you may be correct. He might be going for the IS-2, which then, yeah, he will need that population. But the same, yeah, I guess he saves a bit of fuel and the population. Packs an out position, no MG cover. Panzers are protecting, I suppose. Oh no, Zaney leaving the units to blob up around the corner, losing about 4 or 5 models there. Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't really comment on it, but yeah, Rycat brought a unit of Ostroupen because he lost a grenadier from the mortar. Lloyd's is coming back in. Those tanks are in danger. Yeah, that Ralph gift in Simpsons. That Panzer is taken out, the MG42 taken out. This is a stomping right now. Oh, the Panzer missing. Packs are down, one of them is down. That's a really nice push. Yeah, that's true, we would have got it from the air, that relief infantry. So this gun now going onto the pack. T-34 onto the MG. Now it's switching to the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV taken out. The T-70 taken out, though. And the meanwhile, the MG42 has suppressed these. Or is this a count? What? What suppressed these guys? Oh, wait. Did the MG42 get some suppression off? But anyways, back to the T-34. T-34 takes out the pack. T-34 is snared. It's going to take another snag. Does get taken out. Is abandoned? It is abandoned by the snare. Rifle grenade goes off. Misses everything. This gun went down at some point.
Enemy forces are securing our
Wait,
territory.
did 2 grenadiers just go down in that as well? Yes, I think they did.
Well done.
Or one died.
Enemy down to 200
Yeah, one
points.
died, but one dropped the MG42 apparently. Gets abandoned, gets picked back up, gets taken out again. What just happened? We have a ZIS gun down, an MG42 now, pack gun down, another pack gun down, an MG42's dropped, another MG42 stationary dropped. I don't know where this MG42 came from. Did that one grenadier that died here have 2 MGs? Because he only had 3 grenadiers at one point.
I think that was fun.
Did it, or did an Ostrooper die and he replaced it? Yeah, I'm not too sure how there was 2 MG drops here, unless I missed like an Ostrooper dying. Because there's only 1 grenadier that actually died. Oh yeah, but did that grenadier have 2 MGs? Because these guys got the MG42 from the exact same spot. T-34 dives on into the pack.
We have lost an
MG42 gets taken out by the mortar once again.
Panzer
Pack gets taken out now, trying to finish this off. Zany as it can. Or Zany should. Misses. T-34s aren't really accurate. Second T-34 coming in. I don't know why he's not going for the Tiger. Do not do this. Fails to finish off because the knackers hit the T-34. Panzer IV misses shot on the T-34. Rear shot from the T-34. A return shot. Pack now opens fire onto the T-34. T-34s are connecting both shots. What was that long range from the ZIS gun? Bounce on the Panzer IV, saving its life, but now the Panzer IV misses in return. The Pack opens fire. This T-34 might be going on for the suicide. Bounces from both sides. Both misses! Both misses! Bounce! Just charge! Ram! Ram! Where's the ram? Oh, but he dies! Where's the ram? It was dead anyway, you might as well ram, Zany. Yep, exactly, Sovereign. This is prime one-shot ram ability.
standing by.
Oh, the conscript suicide in there. Try and get vision, I guess. Getting the replacement pioneers for the ones he's lost. But yeah, big mistake from Zany not ramming. Ramming does a good bit of damage, and that was definitely this health here. I don't know exactly the amount of damage a ram does overall, but it's enough to finish off that Panzer. Yeah, it just slows it down by 75%, and right, well, yeah, disables the weapons of the Soviet tank, of course. Don't know how much damage it does. Both of those tankers should be executed. Yeah. Goddamn 1k manpower. But it's just typical Soviets. He's going for another T-34, so we're not going to see an IS-2. I mean, he could definitely hold out for it, to be honest. He's got 2 ZIS guns, or was this going to pack? He's got a tank. I think he can definitely hold out. I mean, Rycat can still go for the Tiger. He could have got the Tiger earlier, to be fair, but he can still go for the Tiger.
The enemy is taking our territory.
No need to hold out for a big tank. Many small tank good. I mean, I won't actually disagree with that statement when it's Soviets. Plus, I'm a medium kind of gal. I'm a medium tank kind of gal. I will say that. I'm not a big fan of heavy tanks. Like, I genuinely don't ever really use heavy tanks. I just don't like them. Maybe Zany's a cultured man like I. Miss from T-34. Return shot actually hits, but the pack misses its shot. Yeah, I'm not a fan of just spending all my resources in one tank, because I'm not, to be honest, I'm not going to pretend like I'm amazing with tanks. I tend to be very aggressive with them and I lose them. So I'd rather have 5 tanks than 1. But yeah, the micro taxation, as it were, is quite high. The heavy tank user, enjoy it, yeah, fair. Like, well, I wouldn't call Bombard a heavy tank. Like, it is a heavy tank, but it's not like you can't get any other tank if you spend it. Like, you know? Like, I'm talking like Tigers, you know, King Tigers, those type of things. I don't like those type of things. Loiters once again munching on the packs. Like, I'll use a KV-1 because that is stupidly cheap for the price, for the tank rather. Like 140 fuel I think it is, for a heavy tank. Now granted, the KV-1 hasn't been working for me recently, but it generally is a stupid good tank for its price. Just going to fire into Pack or Panzer. MG40 going to suppress the Oststruppen. Oh, big shot from the mortar onto those Oststruppen. And those are in yellow cover, so they're bunching up a lot. Those dogs are trying to kill us. The MG is going down towards the Grenadiers. We did have a mine be attempt to place. Might as well cancel this if you're not going to finish it, Zaney, to get the little bit of manpower or munitions back, rather. T-34s can come in to try and iron fresh, I guess. Probably do want to be careful though with the Pack and the Panzer, because don't want to get the rear shots. Yeah, it's just it's a T-34 skin. My KV-1s are. Siskin opens fire into the Panzer and takes 1 connection. I'd like to see a merge in this. This is very low, and I don't like seeing that very low. Same on the Pack as well. You want to keep them up, because you want to keep them vetted. If you get vetted onto the Pack, you can't do out of access to shell shock or whatever it's called, like target weak point, which basically stuns the crew.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
It's an over. Well, my KV-1 is, but a KV-1 in general is a uber cheap tank for what it supposedly does. Now, if you drop the hunker down or the hull down, what you want to call it, on the KV-1, it'll bounce everything. It just takes some time. I think it's like 10 seconds before it actually activates, like the buff. Yeah. I'm sure he's using a radio intercept. It's not like he can't. He can. Fuck them doctrinal tanks. Yeah, it's a bit odd choosing armored assault and not using any tanks in it. This is a really good doctrine as a whole, though, because you get the T-35 self-repairs. You get to know what the opponent's building and the loiters. Now we got the Panzer 5. I meant to say 5. Tiger Panzer 5. 6. I meant to say 6. Okay. I know my numbers. My numerals, as it were. Who did you vote for in the recent US Congress election? Considering I'm not American, I voted for whoever is the good person thinking of Bob. Panzer 6, yeah. Panzer 5 is the Panther.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Loiters from Rycat now. For this one, only tactic vehicles. I know what Panzer are. I don't know why he's using relief infantry, I'm going to be honest. Like, okay, I've got to pause for a second. So instead of saving up for this cast that could nuke out any aggressive T-34 pushes, he spams 90 munitions on relief infantry and he's used this 4 or 5 times now. So he's lost out on two chances of using the Stuka cast. I don't know, man.
Our forces increase. Our opponents are seizing.
You could also just put teledat mines down as well. Since obviously pretty much better when the that's my point. Yeah, the thing is, when you utilize this, you get the mindset that you can be aggressive now because you're going to get a free squad out of it. But you're just replacing grenadiers for Ostrooper. Oh yeah, but at the same time, guess what, Adudu? If he didn't throw away his grenadiers, he would also have grenadiers when he didn't have them.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Like why replace vetted up grenadiers for vet 0 Ostrooper? You mean loiters? Strafes are not loiters. You can never go wrong with spamming T-34s, even though it's a weird doctrine to choose it for. Ayo, you can't really go wrong with it. Ostrooper here, we have captured that sector. This mortar, even though it's been dying so much times, it's been blasting the Wehrmacht. I mean, maybe, but it's so not worth it. I'd do it for the memes, though. I think I actually have done that. I legitimately think I have rammed about 3 tanks into a heavy tank and killed it. Ram with one of them, sacrifice one for the motherland. He hasn't put tank priority on! Zany!
The enemy has killed a machine gun crew. Soviet forces have engaged.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record. Skill plays coming on in. This is a dead ram me, baby. Ram. Oh my god, Zany, stop it. He doesn't need it, I guess. This is where the 80 straight with the king and the GG to ZaneyZap. Oh my god, the blitzkrieg. Very well played, I suppose. Fuck them doctrinal tanks. That's exactly it.